Here we go on our trip. Today's trip is from Templestowe to Box Hill Panels to collect my car that's hopefully been repaired to a good standard. I've not had a car accident. I've claimed in something like 40 years. Well, not had a car accident. But unfortunately somebody decided to go on fitting the panels of cars in, and mine was one of them. These things happen. So that's what we got car insurance for. We're just doing a couple of tests today. I actually tracked the bike rides using an app on the Android or Samsung S21 phone. It's downloaded and installed, and I have got the ability to extract data from the GoPro Max, which is what I use to record this video. I ended up producing a HD video from it. 360 videos is what it's recorded in, but it's it's 4 times as much data, so too long to upload, too long to process. So at this stage I'm only doing it in HD. The sound, however, quality, because of the noise around the camera, sometimes you can hear me fading in and out, so I wonder if I can easily just run the Windows sound recorder. Microphones are usually noise cancelling, just has to sit up on my mouth, so I have the earphones just dangling under my chin strap, and see how the sound comes out. Could be crap, but it could be good. Cheap way of getting decent quality audio. We shall see. Now we've got a lift to pick up the car. Probably about a 10-15 minute car drive. But today's a beautifully mild day. I am.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you.
So since it's such a beautiful day, I thought, why waste it? I want to go on a bike ride. Explore the inner depths of Templestowe. Doncaster and Box Hill all in one. If I don't get lost, my route's a little bit more unusual than usually. I like to stick to bike paths. This is a bike path. Not really comfortable with the roads. Hard to find at my age to turn my neck around and keep my balance without almost falling off my bike sometimes. So I keep to the back streets rather than the main roads. And so this one, head off across to from that bike track to another bike track. Ruffy Creek Trail, I think it's called down here. Yeah, I know, I'm just stopping for the video. I normally wouldn't if I wasn't recording it. Oh, I didn't say that, did I? You didn't catch me. I would slow down quite considerably. Oh, look, there's a little worn path here. Might make it a bit easier to go across. Here we go, try not to get hit by the cars. It's okay, I'll go around you. Thanks. Because people aren't considerate of each other. But have a look at the footpaths around here, nobody's using them most of the time. Makes sense. They can be used, but of course, if they were used, the cyclist has to at all times either give way to pedestrians, warn them with the bell, and pass at no more than walking speed. Particularly with children. Children are most pedestrians are as well. So congratulations to Tassie. What I think is some good road rules. I'm actually looking forward to a trip to Tassie. I sort of always think about going to Tassie, but when I think about heading south where it's cold, I think I'd much rather head north where it's warm. So I end up heading up north instead. But two things appeal to me with Tasmania. Well, there's a few things that appeal to Tasmania. It shouldn't be unfair. It's a lovely place and I'd love to get there. And the things that appeal to me is I can take my electric scooter with me. Because legally, you can ride an electric scooter over in Tasmania. Your own private electric scooter. In Victoria, where I am, rather than just looking at the data from other states, other precincts, you just use the excuse of a trial for 12 months. When there's so much data out there already, they don't need 12 months. Get off their backsides and make a decision. Throw a scooter in your back of your car in your boot. When you're close to the city, in about 3 to 5 kilometres, park the car, grab the scooter and ride the rest of the way in. Keeps the clutter out of the city, all the money and time and effort that they're trying to put in to drive cars out of the city. And there's people who would, like myself, prefer to just simply park outside of the city and ride or scoot into the city. So frustrating, such a backward state at times. I think New South Wales is pretty much the same. Queensland, fantastic time able to ride my scooter up there. Also looking for the same reasons. Going to Canberra again. Not a fan of Canberra. A lot of money. Silly place to say it's between Melbourne and Sydney when it's stuck right in the middle of New South Wales. But hey, let's fool ourselves. Scooter friendly location. So from a point of view of tourist dollars, I'm happy to spend my tourist dollars in Queensland. And I'll also be happy to do so in the ACT and in Tassie. An opportunity presents. These hills in Templestowe, you gotta love them. The electric bike certainly helps. down on the left hand side there is our Aqua Arena swimming pool. I've actually never been on these streets before, which is one of the good things about riding a scooter or riding an electric bike. In fact, riding any bike. Just map out where you want to go. You're not going to go as fast, so you might as well go somewhere where there's a bit more of a scene. Something a bit more interesting than the straight, boring, high speed roads. Okay, it's pretty typical suburbia. Not the most exciting. That park wasn't bad. A couple of parks there weren't bad. Okay, and you get to see a bit of suburban Melbourne. We're actually in Lower Templestowe at the moment. Heading up to Manningham Road. Manningham Road, one of the main roads that cut through Doncaster, Templestowe, Bulleen. There's Doncaster Road. There's a range of other roads like King Street, Linwood Grade. Of course, Foot Street, Reynolds Parade, another one, major one. The only problem coming out here is trying to get across 3 lanes of traffic each way. We'll probably have to dodge some cars. Now if this takes too long, I might have to ride up to the lights and cross at the lights. You see often that's just because the traffic's been released by the traffic lights. I don't usually do it, those red lanes are bus lanes, and as a cyclist I'm actually legally allowed to ride in those bus lanes. The idea of having a huge bus bearing down on me doesn't appeal to me, but if necessary, if I need to get from one spot to another, I will use those bus lanes. It's just that I try to avoid them if I can. So far I haven't had to use them. So, a little bit of a delay as per usual getting across main roads, but we got there. Ooh-wee, look at this hill. Actually some very big hills around this area. I'm actually trying to avoid them. Up to the left, up on the top of that hill, is Doncaster shopping town. What I'm going to do here is go down through the new estate, which used to be the northeast Western golf course, I think it was called, or something. Sold off for housing development, much to the grimace of many golfers, but these things happen. And according to Google Maps, this is a bike-friendly path. You really have to be careful with Google Maps when it's got dashed lines for bikes. The one over in Templestowe, border of Templestowe and Warrandyte, I went along that. It wasn't cycle friendly in any shape or form. It was simply a tractor mown grass which had not been mowed for a long time, so you couldn't even see where the normal access path would be. And then you got down a little bit further and the bridge had been closed down. So now some lovely new properties in here. Again, I've never seen these properties close up, so we're both seeing this for the first time. Pretty cool, eh? You can always count on the tradies to be playing their music and football. Most tradies are pretty good if you ask them not to play the music. They'll be okay with that. Because I don't like playing the music, it disturbs everybody. And it's there illegally, they're not allowed to. It disturbs residents, whether their windows are open or not, any time of the day. That's against the EPA, but EPA councils, they're pretty wishy-washy in enforcing any sort of rules. So all it does is create angst between neighbours. Now, I'll go this way so that I don't head down. I don't know. Don't want to head down just to head up again. I don't know if you can slightly see the tops of shopping town up there. This is a nice location. I have to start thinking about where I move to in the next 10 years. I'm reaching the point where I'm getting older and maintaining the property will get more difficult. At this stage it's good exercise, but I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Okay, so here we go here. I keep going left and left so I don't go down. So I'm going to avoid having to go up again. Of course I've actually gone the wrong way in the past. Which is not probably, which is not where I want to be, but allocated park space in here for younger families. That's always good. Howdy. Shopping town up there. This is a court. So yes, I best stop and check the map for a moment. Sorry for the delay. Oh. Battery has certainly been knocked with the hills, but that's to be expected. Okay, came in there. Where am I? There I am there. I need to go back first street out, then cross over anywhere. Keep going down left and right, and I'll get close, and I can check again. This is where I have to back off the use of the power from the pole, otherwise I get stuck somewhere. Just use the gears. The donkey power. My legs. My legs. Onions. Onions have layers. Parfait has some layers. Shrek was a lovely movie. Okay. Here we are up to Doncaster Road. And how many cross points? Okay, there we go. What the heck? Why don't I use the turn lane? What is this car waiting for? Oh, there you go. So we've made it about halfway Doncaster to Box Hill. Some could say it's all the way downhill from here, and that wouldn't be far wrong. until it isn't. So there we go, all those new apartments. Now for those interested, that middle of the road I've always believed should have been a tram all the way up to Shopping Town, or even perhaps along the middle of Doncaster Road there. But they stopped it down in North Baldwin. And whether it's because the people in North Baldwin didn't want a tram line through their shops, I don't know. But I went down there when I first moved into the area a few decades ago. Got off the tram on a Sunday, decided to wait for the bus, take me up to the Shopping Town so I could catch another bus. It's 2 hours between buses. Unbelievable, unbelievably poor. So you have a terminus for a tram that goes nowhere and has no facilities when it gets there. Oh, I'll go this way. As long as I keep on heading down into the valley, that will take me down to the freeway. Once I get down to the freeway, I can cross under on bike paths. Once I get to there, I can start taking the back streets through to Box Hill. And where my destination is actually near the Box Hill Hospital. At how many houses there are around the place, how much manpower has gone into building all of the infrastructure, all the facilities, and each of us has enough funds for maybe buying one. It's just amazing. Try this way. Okay, I can hear traffic at Main Road. I can see a Box Hill Tower in the distance there. You might be able to see it between the trees. So, means I'm heading in the right general direction. Oh, geez, that looks good down there at Box Hill. I might just clear the trees for a second and show you a view. Have a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Amazing. Oh, okay. Didn't have to do that because there it is. That's roughly where I need to get to. Now there's our freeway in front of us. Somehow I've got to get under that or over it. Some point in time, it'll let me through. Mind you, you'd be going one way for a couple of kilometres where the other way might take you out in 100 metres. So it really is best to check your maps. Google Maps wouldn't have been great for me for this purpose, for directions. Because it really just wants to go the shortest path, and I want to go in a certain way. I try to create the maps, but it doesn't end up doing a great job. It stops every time I have a point. We have a road. That's all I need, a road. Down here I'll stop again and see if I can see which is the best way to proceed from here. There's a bike path next to me that will run along there. Elgar Road's too far across from the hospital, so I think that that's probably the best way to go. Thank you. go much further, there's a bike trail down here I've never used. And I thought if we've got enough time, 4:51, we've got to be there by 5:30. Down here. No, that's okay. It's time for me to head up and get my car. So make sure I'm there on time. Back up to about half of 3 bars. It was down to 2. And what happens is the battery, with the strain of the hills, uses a lot of power. But if you let the battery sit, equalise or relax the term it's used. And the power will then probably basically what it is power is being distributed back through the battery from one spot to another as it equalises through the chemical compounds that enable it to happen. So if you're running low on your e-bike, see the power's going down, just back off for a while, start using your leg power for a little while, turn your power off, and you might find you've got a bit more power when you need it for those more difficult spots. Not enough room to pass there and give the 1 metre gap, because I'm certainly not doing over 60 kilometres an hour. Oh, look at that, battery quite low. Time to use donkey mode. Because I might need that power just at the end. Go back up into the Box Hill. It's down to 1 bar, it's back up to 2 now. funny thing is I'm not particularly good at using gears. You give me 18 speed gears where there's 3 on the back or 3 on the front and 6 on the back, or whatever, however many you've got, I'm useless. This bike has 7 gears and it's dead easy. Making a good time. Might take you up past the Boxall Hospital and then rather than going through the park and up the back street. Another delivery vehicle, no need to pedal, use an accelerator. I just don't get how that's not classified as a motor vehicle, and thousands of them on the road, yet the government does nothing. Then it goes out and hunts down people with their own e-bike. Or e-scooter I should say, not e-bike. E-bikes are fine. It's the old turning a blind eye when it suits. I suppose that would classify me as a curmudgeon or a grumpy old man, and I think you'd be right. I try not to be grumpy. I try to think that our natural state is happiness. And if we can hang on to that as long as possible, we'll all be good. It's the things around us that bring us down. Those who care too much will probably have a shorter lifespan. Those who care too little will just let the government get away with what it wants to do. And we saw that with our lockdowns in Victoria. Absolutely absurd. I thought I'd never see that type of behaviour in our country, the way we treat people, particularly the House Commission people, low income people over in the clinics, and they just lock them down by the thousands when they could have turned around and had a much better customised approach. I didn't know if I could work or not because I couldn't contact anybody, there was no information as an IT consultant. Most importantly, I didn't want to jeopardise my elderly client base, so I basically stopped providing services. There's no one to ring, no one to find out what was legal. Everything was aimed at big companies. Things like, I didn't even know if I could go and get a McDonald's and sit in the park. And certainly don't have 2 people in the car from the same family eating their takeaway. At the park, because that was illegal. And we used to always grab a pizza or a takeaway, a drink, sit by the park, watch the rabbits or the kangaroos. An activity that had no risk to anybody else. Totally illegal. away from the crazy cars. I'd indicate, except that I'm a bit unstable. Going right, I always try to if I can. And here we are at the Box Hill panels, ready to pick up my car.